Hey everyone, this is Shannon from Shannon De Palma Coaching, and welcome to the Handmade at Amazon webinar. So we've all heard about Amazon. It's going to be Etsy's newest, scariest, biggest rival, but is it really right for you? It's a good question. I found a lot of information about Handmade at Amazon, some that's surprising, some that's not. So let's just get started. My name is Shannon. I'm from Shannon De Palma Coaching. I teach creative entrepreneurs how to start a business and how to digitally market their business. I teach the Etsy course, which gets you an Etsy shop started in 10 days. I also do one-on-one coaching with people who are struggling to find their idea and how to sell their product and how to create a brand with their product. So I believe everyone right now, especially in this age of the internet, can start a business from anywhere, no matter how much money you have, and you really just need a kick in the butt sometimes. So let's quit slacking and make your dreams happen. In this webinar today, we're going to talk about if you can actually sell your product on Amazon, the pricing for Amazon versus Etsy, and I'll just do a general Etsy versus Amazon comparison, like why is Amazon doing this and what's happening. So if you want to sell on Amazon, you actually need to apply or be invited. Before they went live, they're live right now. Before they went live, they would reach out on Etsy to individual sellers that they thought fit the market, and they would invite them to sell their goods on Handmade at Amazon before it opened. If you're thinking about doing it, you need to apply and be approved or not approved. So all the products must be made entirely by hand or hand assembled, not from a kit from you. Etsy had these general same standards when it first started, but now they've become a little bit more lenient. So Etsy now allows you to have a team or employees. Amazon does too, but Etsy's a little bit more lenient now in that you can have manufacturers, and Amazon does not allow that. Everything must be made by you or a team. Your team has to be 20 or more people, and they're definitely a little bit more stricter about their process. That's why you actually have to apply. So Handmade at Amazon is only open to certain categories too. You have to make jewelry, home products. I think for home products, they had a wide range of what they call home products. So it could be home decorations. I think they even had like furniture in there. If you have handmade furniture, you can sell it there. Party supplies and stationery. So if you are selling vintage goods, if you're selling digital products right now, you are not allowed to sell Handmade at Amazon. And also, I was selling artificial wedding bouquets, so I would not be allowed to sell these at Handmade at Amazon. They want everything strictly handmade. I mean, it sounds like right down to the supply. They want the supply to be quality crafted, everything like that. Okay, now this was the biggest shock about the pricing. So Amazon right now is the most expensive e-commerce platform. It beats out Shopify, Etsy, eBay, beats out everything. Right now, its fees are 12% or 50%, 50 cents, not 50%, 50 cents of your sale, whichever is highest. So if you sell something for $9.99, it's going to take 12% or 50 cents, whichever is higher. And in August 2016, it's going to cost you $39.99 per month, whether you have sales or not, on Handmade at Amazon. Currently, they're saying that they're not doing this. So maybe when August 2016 comes around, they still might not enforce this $39.99 per month. But as of right now, that's what other people have been told. And this was the biggest thing that I was interested in Handmade at Amazon. Like, will we be able to ship our goods through Amazon Prime? Okay, if you don't know about Amazon Prime yet, I don't know where you've been, because it's the best thing in the world. I use it all the time. Amazon Prime does free 2-day shipping. Free 2-day shipping, and you pay a membership fee, like an annual fee. I think last time we paid it last year was like 79 bucks, so it's 79 bucks. And there's certain products that have Amazon Prime and certain products that don't have Amazon Prime. But you don't pay for the shipping after you pay that annual fee, and you get your item in 2 days. It's awesome. It's incredible. You should do it. It'll change your life. So with Handmade at Amazon, yes, you can do Amazon Prime. So I did some investigation and some research, and I wanted to figure out, well, how do you know, I mean, how do people get charged for this Amazon Prime thing, right? Okay, so I looked into two different types of jewelry. I found this like teal bib necklace. It also came with some teal earrings. It weighed about 0.03 pounds. It cost $13.98. Then I found some other bracelet, looked like a handmade item. The bracelet cost $29.99, and it was around the same weight. I think it was 0.04 pounds. Okay, so if you use Prime shipping to ship either one of these goods, it was around the same price, it will cost you $4.68. Now remember, Prime can increase your sales, and this includes packaging the item. So the one thing it takes away from when you think back to Etsy, right? And you ship and package your own item. I talk about this in the Etsy course, that a big thing people love about getting items from Etsy is like when you receive your product and it's wrapped in really nice tissue paper, there's ribbons around it, there's stickers on the outside. I mean, it kind of feels like this gift you're getting, right? So with Amazon Prime, I'm almost positive it's just that. If you ever ordered anything from Amazon, it comes in just a regular brown box with maybe some air bubbles, wrapping, and then just the blue Amazon tape. That's it. So it will take away from that kind of experience of getting this beautiful, wonderful gift. But on the other side, I read also that people who've gone from regular shipping to Amazon Prime saw a 20% increase in sales. So it's pretty much whatever you think your market will want. You'll have to include that Amazon Prime cost in the cost of your item. So your item cost will go up, and you won't have any of that pretty fancy wrapping paper anymore. But it's, I mean, you'll never have to deal with product inventory. You'll never have to deal with shipping inventory. You know, I remember when I used to run out of boxes, and it was like the worst thing in the world. You never have to keep track of, you know, did I ship the item out? And any of that stuff. I mean, that's sometimes that can be half of our business, just staying on top of the shipping and the packaging and all that stuff. So in comparison, let's move on to Etsy fees. In comparison, Etsy's fees are only 3.5% per sale. And remember, Amazon is 12% of the sale. But Etsy also charges you 20 cents per listing, and you have processing fees. So processing fees are when you use PayPal or Squarespace, and it's 3.5% of each sale. So if you use PayPal, and it's going to be 3.5% of that sale. I believe PayPal is, or it might be less than that. Don't guarantee me on that. I'm not sure about that one. And there's no monthly fee with Etsy right now. So you can also do outside fulfillment shipping with Etsy also. So say you had an Etsy shop set up, and you wanted to go through Amazon for the whole shipping thing. You know, you don't have to only be selling on Amazon to actually use them as a shipping center. You can ship your items from Etsy to this place. When your item sells, you know, you'll let them know. You have some kind of form of communication with them. You'll let them know, and they will charge you a certain amount. Now, I don't know if the amount will be the same. It might be more. It might be twice as much to use them as a shipping center. But you don't have to be the only shipping person in your Etsy shop, just in case you didn't know that. Okay, so this is a really big thing. I mean, who's going to get us to the top of the searches? Who's going to get us first in that Google list, right? Amazon currently has some of the best SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. It pretty much is that thing that will get you to the top of Google searches. Excuse me. Okay, so when you Google a product, Amazon typically comes up first. You know, think about when you Google like cat food or shampoo or anything like that. Amazon will typically come up first. It'll show you the product, it'll send you directly to Amazon. But I found when I did my own research that I searched for turquoise jewelry, right? And Etsy came up number one for me. So I didn't see any Amazon in sight. I think it went Etsy, a couple other like different, you know, their own websites, their own jewelry websites. Then eBay came up next. So I didn't even see Amazon in sight, but it may change as Handmade at Amazon grows and gets more sellers, because they really do have some incredible SEO. So that's the only thing right now. Etsy's still in the lead, but that could change. Also, so when you do handmade at Amazon, you can also have access to their sponsored products advertising program and the ability to run Amazon promotions. So I want you to think about how many products you probably buy from Amazon a day, right? It's probably a lot. So say you're on Amazon and you're searching for, you need wrapping paper for a baby shower. So you're searching for wrapping paper, you're going to buy it through Amazon Prime. And then you see on there, oh, someone here sells like hand knitted, beautifully crafted baby blankets. Perfect. I'll get my wrapping paper and I'll get that baby blanket that I need, right? So, I mean, the only draw to that I'm saying is that if you are on Amazon already and then you get one of these sponsored ads or suggested items, it's like, oh, hey, I should just buy it. I'm on Amazon already. That's the only thing that I find kind of intriguing to see how that plays out. So while it has all these great bonuses and benefits, it's a little pricey. And I found this blog written by a jewelry maker. So she was contacted by Amazon through Etsy, and she was all excited to get her shop set up. She takes you through a whole, I can give you the link if you guys want me to. She takes you through her whole process of going through Handmade at Amazon, and she wasn't really too happy with it at all. So when she put up, I think she said she had about 50 items up, and she read this little thing they had in their, when you go to set up something and tell you your rights and all this other stuff and you can agree to it or whatever, she noticed that in it, Amazon had put this little thing in that you grant us a royalty-free, this is word for word from her blog post, you grant us a royalty-free, non-exclusive, worldwide, perpetual, irrevocable right and license to use, reproduce, perform, display, distribute, adapt, modify, reformat, all of pretty much your designs and your work. I mean, we're artists and crafters and designers, and we create this stuff because it's one of a kind to us. So reading this, she was automatically turned off. She took, I think she had 50 items already uploaded. It hadn't gone live yet. You know how it just started recently. Hadn't gone live yet. She took them all down. She closed her Handmade at Amazon account. Because she didn't understand why they would do this. We're artists. We don't want any of our stuff reproduced or anything like that, mass format. So she was not too happy about that. I would definitely look into this before you put your stuff up there. Okay, so bottom line is that Amazon Handmade kind of came in because when Etsy first started, it was super strict. Remember, like, when Etsy first started, everything had to be handmade. Everything had to be handmade by you. You couldn't use an outside shipping center. You had to do the shipping yourself. So when Amazon Handmade came in, they said, we want to take over that market that Etsy has left. But remember, Etsy left that market because all of their sellers were growing. There were Etsy sellers on there that were growing faster than they could handle, and they said either you have to let us have some outside manufacturing or we need to get off Etsy because we can't grow on Etsy. So Handmade and Amazon saw this big gap in the market again because Etsy was getting so off track from it that they said, okay, we're going to fill that need for that market again. Okay, so I keep calling it Amazon Handmade. Handmade at Amazon is saying that they're going to only sell handmade products, quality crafted. Well, Etsy has, if you go on Etsy right now, you're not really sure if you're getting a crafted item or manufactured. And that's the way Etsy has gone. But the other thing about Etsy is that you can customize your products for your clients, and you can also sell those digital goods again. So Etsy's kind of trying to fill that need for more creative entrepreneurs. And Amazon Handmade is really filling the need for people who are really into their craft, just selling it handmade. So this was kind of the breakdown that I went with. So if you're going to sell on Etsy, right? If you sell custom goods, digital or vintage goods, this is your only route. You can't go on Handmade at Amazon anyways. But if you're selling custom goods, I mean, if that's your biggest product that you're selling, then stay on Etsy. I don't know how the conversation works between seller and craft, or seller and client, seller and customer on Handmade at Amazon. I really didn't read too much about it. And Etsy really supports the creative entrepreneur. So if you start off on Etsy, they want you to grow. They want you to grow so big that you need outside help, you need manufacturing, and then they also show you how to do that stuff. They give you the tools to grow. I mean, they set up those craft fairs just for Etsy sellers in local cities. They also have meetups for just Etsy sellers where you can all make crafts together. They really want to create a community, and they really want you to create a brand around your product. So when I think about Handmade at Amazon, I think it's probably best for someone who's, say, like a painter, or someone who has like a really expensive jewelry line and they only create handmade jewelry. So it's definitely for a different type of person, uh, and they're definitely not the same. But say you meet both these criteria, I say why not just try both of them? I mean, it can't hurt. If you have within the budget of your business to do both Handmade at Amazon and Etsy, why not try both of them and see which one works better for you? I think that can't hurt, but you also have to understand like which direction your business is going in. Do you want to go until you build a brand and a business and you want to get bigger? That's Etsy. You want to just really focus on creating quality, handmade, only a couple items here and there, then stick with Handmade at Amazon. So if you like the information I shared today, then you're going to love the Etsy course. The Etsy course will get your Etsy shop started in just 10 days. If you've really been hesitant, you've been overwhelmed, you're scared of the process of starting an Etsy shop, this walks you through everything you need to know in just 10 days. I tell you if your item will sell, how to take photos, how to niche using your photos and your words, because that's the way you sell your item, how to take photos that relate to your customer, and another big secret to selling on Etsy. So this is a before and after of someone who took the Etsy course. She started out, she was having slow sales. Then I went through with her, found who her niche is, how to brand her photos, and she's just been doing phenomenal work since then. So the Etsy course is $60. If you're not ready to invest, head over to shannondepalma.com and you can get your free 7-day mini Etsy course. So it's a little bit smaller version. It's very quick and fast. But if you've just kind of been in a place of stuck, I would just love to see you in a place of started. So again, shannondepalma.com, get your free 7-day mini Etsy course. I also offer one-to-one coaching, figuring out blocks in your creative business, how to find your niche, how to come up with a plan on how to expand into entrepreneurship, and this is all customized for you and your business. Also in November, the Cohesive Shop course. I'm super excited about this. I see as a really big need for this in the Etsy world. People who are established Etsy sellers but don't understand why their business isn't growing and why their business doesn't look the way they want it to look. Sign up for my newsletter and you can get all this fun stuff for free. And just remember you can do this, okay? Thanks so much everyone for joining me today. I hope you learned a lot. I feel like I talked a lot, and hopefully I'll see you soon on another webinar. Bye.